And I was like, well, she has never told me this is a house in heaven, ever. She has never told me that, guys. So that night I asked deeply and specifically for God to give me a dream if he was coming in 2020. Like, yeah, how many confirmations do we need? A lot, because this is a big deal. People make dates and assumptions all the time, and they've been wrong. And you know, like, and let me let you guys know, in the summertime, you know, I had a mindset of COVID's gonna get better, we're gonna get better, everything's gonna be fine. And then God started dealing with me with dreams and stuff even more, and I was like, okay, God, well, really? Like, I didn't think you were coming so soon. But so listen, that night I prayed to God, and I said specifically, I said, okay, God, if you're coming 2020, and then I said, I prayed even more. I was like, if you're coming before January 1st, 2021, please give me a dream. Let me know, like, be clear, God, I need to hear from you. And I have been in God's presence more. And, you know, like I said, I was telling you guys I was fasting, and I told you that for a reason, because, you know, when we fast, we just, our flesh is starved a little more. We're not leaning as much towards the flesh. We're more walking in the spirit. So, you know, I went to sleep, and listen, usually when I have prophetic dreams, I'll have the dream and I'll wake up in the morning from the dream. Okay. So, and then I know, and I can remember right away. But this time I went to sleep, and I don't know if it was maybe like 30 minutes into my sleep, I literally woke up from a rapture dream. So let me tell you. And he said, my coming is imminent. So the fact that I asked him specifically, are you coming 2020 before January 1st, 2021? He told me my coming is imminent. And it was just like a quick dream. And then that, right after that dream, I had another dream, and I think I woke up with this one or something, but it was just later. So I had a dream about people being like bungeed up, almost like raptured up. Sounds very weird. The YouTuber Remo 10, she had a dream like that too. And I know I had a dream like that because she did, because I had listened to her dream like a day or two before. Maybe that day I had listened to her bungee dream, and I thought it was silly, but then it actually began to make sense, because the bungee up, it was like they were bungeeing up, and it was like a dress rehearsal. Okay, so it was like, these weren't the real raptures, God's not coming yet, bungee up. But then the third one was the real one in her dream. Okay, so we have all these dress rehearsals, but then one day it's going to be the real one. Okay, and so in my dream I had the bungee up. Okay, and then so I saw that in the distance, and then in front of me I saw the words Sukkot, and I think Sukkot is tabernacles. And I woke up, and so I remember thinking, like, God, how can we have a rapture after Sukkot? Sukkot was the day before it ended, or it was like 1 or 2 days. It had already ended. So I was like, you know, how does that make sense? So I sat on this for a while, and I was like, okay, I don't know, God. Like, you know, that obviously wasn't a dream from you. It was just because I was just doing a lot of studying that day or whatever. I don't know. But because it stuck out so much, I was like, God, I know that was you. So now I understand the dream. Okay, so like, if you guys know anything about dreams and stuff from God and his word, he speaks in mysteries and riddles. And so if you think about it, my dream, what happened was Sukkot, even though I saw bungeeing first and then Sukkot came in front of it, Sukkot was in front of the rapture, in front of the bungeeing. So Sukkot came first. That Jewish feast day, Sukkot, or tabernacles, whatever it is, but in my dream it said Sukkot. That was first, and then the rapture was behind it, guys. I can't make this stuff up, because, and I think that's why God does it in riddles, because it's like, how I thought he was talking, I was like, that doesn't make any sense, God, what do you mean? But when you look at it in another way, like, it's like, okay, God, that's how you're speaking. Like, he speaks in parables. Like, you know, he just speaks differently than us. So then in my drowsiness, after he said my coming is imminent, I was shocked and thinking he didn't even wait until the morning as he usually does. Like, I was laying in bed so sleepy. Like, what just happened? Like, he's coming quick. His coming is imminent. Okay, God. All right. Yes, you answered my question about 2020, and you said it. My coming is imminent. He said it's imminent. Okay. All this is happening Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, Monday. Okay. This is the 2021 Monday night. The same cloud that I keep dreaming about. It was tiny, tiny in the sky. It was tiny. Like, it was far away. Okay. It was just far away from me instead of being like right where I was on my first rapture dream. And in the clouds, it spelled out 2020. Okay. And it was super quick. And I woke up, it was like, and I woke up. Okay. So I'm like, I don't think that could be any clearer. Like, that is so clear. Like, he literally put it in the cloud, like 2020. Okay. So let me see. Tuesday night. Oh yeah. So Tuesday night, which was yesterday, you know, I'm just in prayer. I've just been so distracted by this. Like, I haven't even been able to do my schoolwork and stuff because I've been in such prayer and just like talking to God and thinking about these dreams that I had or trying to. I really haven't had time to fully like grasp it. But you know, I'm like, Lord, like, this is really happening. You're really telling us. Then, so I only got 4 hours of sleep. Just because I had went to bed really late that night. And you know, the next day, like, we've been having Bible studies at our house with my family. And so I was so busy. And, so I didn't have a chance to meditate and think about my dream and be like, wow, God, you're really coming, and ooh, all that woo-saw stuff. And, but the next day I got a chance to just sit, and God's presence just like came over me. And I was just in tears, just like tears were just streaming down my eyes. We were driving to go shopping, and that was Sunday. And so this whole thing is all of this rapture series started Thursday was Sophia's drawing. Friday is when I asked her again, and that's the night that I had those dreams. Saturday, I was just knocked out. Sunday is the day I'm in tears, and his presence overwhelmed me, and he was just speaking to me so much. And so Sunday that night, I had another rapture dream, but it was even faster than the previous one. I can't remember, but I know it happened. So I just know, like, it was just another quick rapture dream. Like, it happened. It was like, and it was done. Like, I just know I had the dream. It was so fast that I can't even remember it, but I know it had to do with the same cloud, the same sky. And it was far away, the cloud, the little cloud. I don't know why it's far away like that, but, and then I just was remembering on Sunday the dream that I had where, and I was like trying to study more on like, God, what did one of my previous dreams mean? And so I was looking up time on its side, because the clock that was in my dream was blurry, but it was on its side. It was a grandfather clock, and it was on its side. And I was like, wait a minute, there's a saying where time is on our side. But if the clock was on its side, that means it's not on our side. It was on its side, and it was blurry. Time is not on our side, guys. Like, he's coming, and it's weird. I didn't think it would be like this. I didn't think that I would spend these days, his grace, giving us grace to even tell us this. Like, are you serious? Like, he loves us so much that he's literally giving everybody dreams and visions and things like that. Like, come on. And we went into her room. We're like, what's going on? And she was asleep still. And she was like, I saw Jesus' face coming in the clouds, and the colors were so amazing. They were so beautiful. I couldn't tell everyone, but I wanted to tell everyone. And I was like, wow. But after she told us that, I was like, Amora, I was like, do you know, listen, I've been pondering this one dream I had a couple days ago in my heart, and I saw in a cloud that 2020 was in the cloud where I was raptured on my first rapture dream. And I was like, if this isn't just even more confirmation of his coming. I mean, we know he's coming. She didn't say 2020, but it doesn't matter. He gave my child a dream, and she didn't know. She doesn't watch rapture stuff. She doesn't do that. Okay, guys. But take heed, you know, at least the Lord come tomorrow. And I know, like, in my mind, I'm like, you know, I'll study like the end times, and I'm like, well, God, doesn't this have to happen and this have to happen? Well, you know what? I will say the only thing that the Bible has already been preached in the whole world. So from the looks of it, all I can see is, and I'm not a Bible scholar, but all I can see that has to happen is the Antichrist be revealed. And that's it. I just read it. I don't remember what scripture I read it in, but and then the abomination that causes desolation. So basically Israel is going to become desolate, and the Antichrist is just needs to be revealed. That's like it. And because Israel said recently, like 2 months ago or a month ago, that they have been talking to their Messiah behind closed doors, and that doesn't happen. They don't just say that, but that's what I saw in the news. So maybe the Antichrist will be revealed. You know what I mean? So just keep your head up. Have hope in Jesus. Okay, He loves you. He wants you to be with Him. His kingdom is coming, and He loves you. Okay, that's what you need to know. And if you need prayer, please type in, or if you know me, text me. Yeah.